Premier Steven Miles and Opposition Leader David Crisafulli have faced off in a cost of living showdown in what's shaping up to be a key issue for Queenslanders. The debate, hosted by the Courier Mail, is ahead of two crucial by-elections on Saturday and a state election.
Head to head, the stakes couldn't be higher, with the cost of living at the forefront of voters' minds as families hit breaking point.
I want Queensland to be the place that does the most to support families and households.
Cost of living is a priority for me, and it's a priority for everyone in this room. Clearly you wouldn't be here if that wasn't the case.
Premier Steven Miles conceded the state's cost of living measures aren't enough. He's promising to put more money into households in the upcoming state budget.
The biggest cost of living budget ever. It will have the most allocated to supporting Queensland families.
Opposition Leader David Crisafulli believes he has the solution to tackle the burning issue, unveiling a 4-year supercharged solar program of grants of up to $3,500 to support renters accessing solar.
So it'll be a 4-year program, and it has to be focused on making sure there's a partnership between the landlord and the tenant. The tenant has to receive a benefit. That's a non-negotiable for me. So we're going to put in place structures to make sure that those benefits are passed on to the tenant.
The inquiry into major supermarkets' price gouging dominated the debate. The Queensland Premier refusing to promise if the probe will bring down the cost of groceries for Queenslanders.
The reason we've got Tom doing it, he represents Bundaberg, that's part of the food bowl. We really want to make sure this is also about making sure our farmers get paid enough at the farm gate.
The opposition criticised the review, calling for a cross-parliamentary inquiry.
There's no point having an inquiry just on something that you can't control, when the focus needed to be on both pressure on the supermarkets and how can we as a state drive down electricity, water.
Premier Steven Miles faced a tough question from an audience member on the verge of homelessness.
Please don't go back to sleeping in your car. Please reach out to our services before it gets to that, because it's easier for them to take care of you while you're in their house.
There's a number of programs that we all need to look at to make sure we can do more, but at the heart of it is supply. And the number of lots has fallen year on year for a long time, and social housing has not kept pace.
The Premier refusing to reveal if the state government will keep its $550 electricity rebate beyond the June state budget. But Opposition Leader David Crisafulli committed to splashing the cash and ruled out the privatisation of Queensland's energy assets. The contrasting measures with the same goal, to ease the burden of cost of living pressures and win over voters. Lauren Forbes, Sky News.